Hey guys, I just want to say, I do not endorse Dr. Daniel McGrath. And the reason that I don't endorse him isn't because he's not an awesome surgeon. He is awesome. I've watched him today, the entire day doing surgeries, FUT, FUE, everything. But the reason that I don't endorse him is that I don't endorse any doctor. I don't endorse any surgeon. I just want to make that really clear. And the reason that I'm doing these videos with Dr. Daniel McGrath is that he's invited me in, and we've been able to kind of come up with this cool partnership, and that he likes being very transparent with his business. And I think that's awesome, because that's been my goal since the beginning with his hair transplant stuff, has been full disclosure. I want to show you everything. I want you to know all of the options, and that's the way that he feels as well. And so when I send people, actually I don't send anyone directly to Dr. Daniel McGrath, but I send people to Steve Cook, who I've known for a long time, even before he started working with Dr. McGrath. I send people to Steve because I know that they are going to end up getting recommended to a great surgeon. And Steve works with Dr. McGrath. They do work together. And some patients end up being or having surgery done by Dr. McGrath. The reason that I send people to Steve is not because he's working with Dr. McGrath. It's because I know that he's going to do what's in the best interest of the patient, and that he actually sends a lot of people who find Dr. McGrath and Steve through my videos get sent to other surgeons because they don't want to travel or whatever. They just decide for whatever reason to go to other surgeons, and Steve gives tons of options of different surgeons that they can pick. So that's really been our goal. And the reason I love Dr. McGrath is that he totally endorses that, and endorses this network that we've been putting together, the two, all of us, Dr. McGrath, me, myself, and Steve. We've been putting together this network of surgeons that do great work, and that we know that you can trust as the patient. If you get Dr. McGrath to work on you, that's fantastic. If you don't, that's okay too. But I hope that you'll go to one of the surgeons that we recommend, because it's in the best interest of you, the patient.
On the contrary end of that, I do recommend and endorse this guy, and the reason I say that is because David is, he's really become sort of like the Pied Piper of the common man's information on hair transplant. Somebody who's not a professional in the arena, somebody who doesn't have any vested interest, and he started doing this because he just really wanted to disseminate information that he thought he could do in an efficient manner. And after becoming aware of what he does and how he does it, we ended up being able to work and collaborate together on some projects and shoot some videos, and it's worked out really well. In fact, what I'm really trying to do is I'm trying to put together a coalition of dependable, honest, surgeons that are out there that I know firsthand do good work, so that you can, find that through David as well. The truth is, as an individual surgeon or an individual practice, there's only so many people I want to be able to reach out and touch and meet and get to know, etc. Whereas David, with the skills he has with video production and the way he gets the following on YouTube, he can reach out to a lot more people than I can. So if he's able to get my message, if he's able to get what I feel is important to patients out there, and he can disseminate that information, I promise you, Mr. and Mrs. Patient, I promise you, you're going to be very, very fortunate, because you're going to be getting information from one of the top surgeons in the country, whether it be me or whoever may be in your local municipality or area. And this is information you're going to be able to trust, because you start with somebody that's got no vested interest. He's doing this because he loves it, and we've been able to find a way to make it work to where we can get good information to everybody. He's good at it, and it's sort of like in my staff. My patients are really pleased because I'm good at what I do. Well, David's really good at what he does, and it's worked well together. Obviously Steve is my sales consultant and patient information advocate. Nobody could ask for a better guy to help. He's not just pro Dr. McGrath. He really is pro patient, and he's going to give good information. If it works out that you come to me, wonderful. But I'll be honest with you, I'm as busy as I want to be. I don't need to own the world. I'm happy with my surgical practice. I would like to grow the industry. I would like to make sure patients are only getting good work done. And I think that is achievable if we educate our patients. And I think David's done a phenomenal job with that. And I think if you continue to watch his videos, you'll be, you'll be moved in the right direction.